Hello and welcome to the Future of Real Estate. I'm Brett Ellis with the Ellis team at Keller Williams, and I'm going to demonstrate to you today why it may be better for you to buy a home now rather than wait. Now, we hear all these financial experts talking about what things are going to happen. I want to sit down and share with you why. So here's what I've done here. Hopefully you can see this. I've taken a $500,000 home just because the math is easy. This works in all price ranges though. So if we have a $500,000 home, and let's say a buyer's putting 10% down, that means they're getting a $450,000 loan. Now today's interest rate is about 5%. So the principal and interest portion, I'm ignoring tax and insurance because every property's got their own tax and insurance. But the principal and interest portion on this loan would be $2,415.70. Now, if we take that same home and we wait till later this year, because we're expected to have several interest rate hikes, and I was conservative. I only went to 6.75%. That same home now costs $2,918.69 a month. So that's a difference of almost $503 a month. You multiply that up by a year, that's over $6,000 extra a year. It's almost like a tax you're paying. And over 10 years, that's over $60,000 you're paying. So here's the other thing I've heard. I've heard buyers say, well, wait a minute. If rates go up, prices are going to come down. I'll just wait. Well, that may or may not be true here in Florida, but let's just say it is true. So I ran a new scenario here. Let's say prices drop a whopping 5%. Sellers are slow to reduce home prices, but let's just say they do. You'd have a $475,000 home minus your 10% down. Here's your new loan amount. The new interest rate, and I'm not sure prices are going to come down this quickly, but your new payment would be $2,772.76. Now here's the thing, that is still $357 more than if you bought today. So you're worse off. So then I ran another scenario. I said, okay, forget 5%. Let's say in the unlikely event home prices went down 10%. Now keep in mind, we have low inventory, we've got extra demand, we got people coming to Florida, and we don't have enough housing for people. So it almost doesn't matter what happens with rates, we don't have housing. And when that happens, sellers don't have to drop. But let's just say they did, because I want to go through the argument here. 10% drop, that $500,000 home is now worth $450,000. Putting 10% down, you're getting a loan of $405,000 at the rate of 6.75. Your payment is $2682. It's still higher than the $2415.70, a difference of $211 a month. You can multiply that out times a year, 10 years, whatever you like. So then I said to myself, okay, here's the surprise question that people don't think about. So we've gone through if you're better off or not, but let's just say you're having a hard time finding a home in your price range because there's just not much inventory. But rates go up on you. And the sellers might come down a little bit, but let's say they haven't come down at all. Maybe they're still going up. Actually, experts are predicting they're going to keep rising this year. But what would it take if your lender said, I can only qualify for this much? So I maxed out at my 500 at today's rates. What would it take to get a loan later this year, let's say in December, if rates only go up to 6.75%? And I did the math. Home prices would have to come down to 409, and you'd get a loan amount of 372,450. So in other words, you now, if you maxed out qualifying for a 450 loan today, you now only qualify for a $372,000 loan later this year. Your purchasing power was stolen from you, and who stole it? The interest rate stole it. It's the same payment. The payment didn't change. The only thing that changed is your ability to afford that. So my next question is, what is more likely? Interest rates to rise or home prices to fall? We may not see home prices fall, but I've allowed for the fact that what if we did? We may see home prices continue to rise. Nobody knows. But one thing we do know for sure is that these interest rates are going to rise. And you are no better off when they do. In fact, you are worse off under practically every scenario. So that is the message I wanted to go over with you so you can get a clear illustration of what we expect to happen here in 2022 and why, as a buyer, I would get in, even if you don't find your perfect home, even if inventory is slim pickings, get into something now, get on the equity train, and kind of build your wealth that way and protect yourself against these rising increases because they're coming. Thank you, and thanks for watching The Future of Real Estate.
If you're selling or you're buying or moving right away, the Ellis team can help you. Call the Ellis team today. 3 decades of experience makes them your very best choice, because they know the market. At closing you rejoice. The Ellis team at Keller Williams is a family affair. Always call the Ellis team, they'll handle you with care.